Greetings, salutations everyone, and welcome back to more hundredline, Last Defense Academy 2. Where last time, did we even do that much damage to it? Does it hurt more now? Well, anyway, we are fighting this.
The same.
Oh, okay, that's good then. We did a good amount of damage. And now we just need to slay everything. Which is easier said than done. There's a lot over there. We can shut down everything's attack, but this one has like way too much attack. UFOs are pretty dangerous too, so was that thing. That one, also dangerous. Got a lot of dangerous things going on here.
Ready when you are.
We do side 3.
Let's go.
Do that way. By like, yeah, like for example, just as an example, her to kill these. I run over here. Oh, that was, I don't know, some amount over here needs to die. I can get like here and attack sideways over here, and then attack sideways over here, and then I can turn side, something like that. I don't know.
Takumi-san would be the easiest to deal with, honestly.
Takumi side, this side would be the easiest.
Right.
Good to go.
So like Airblade, and then Impact Stab.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Got it.
We can shut down the Goss's attack by having
I can't wait.
Dominant it's nothing.
Let's do it to it!
There's just 2 and then sometimes 3. But if I do the 2 attack, like onto that enemy over there, and then booster attacks, now it does 4 next turn, theoretically, right?
Actually, doesn't the enemy to the right have, shielding?
No, that's not the shield kind. That's the kind that makes it so you can't move much and pushes you back when it hits.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're good then.
It's killing game time!
We just need to somehow deal with the ranged one, and I think we should be okay.
Alright. Let's
Okay!
okay. Well, I feel nothing. That already does 4. I don't even need to boost that.
Fine!
I could boost her and make her do 5 if I wanted to. But she's we'll move again after that. Kill that thing over there.
Okay!
Yeah, a move again might be good. After, you know.
Yeah.
Stay away! Boring!
Oh wait, that's why she's done.
Wait, what?
I think
Okay, you got me.
I missed something. I think that attack, when
guess-
you use it, makes her stun.
Time for me to move.
Maybe you got me just, yeah. I don't know.
I go here, I
Wait.
can only throw that forward.
What if he moves to the left and up from that position
I'm
we're
good to
in?
go.
What can he do there?
Here.
Yeah, up and to the left. Yeah, like face to the left. Or to the right, I mean, not to the
Oh,
left.
you mean like this?
Yeah, okay, not good. Okay, so up space. Yeah, okay, that's what we're aiming for. So, to the right. And face to the right.
That?
That's good. Yeah.
Well, that will shut down the enemy's attack.
Well, it'll get the boss and the enemies directly around Arumi.
Alright.
The ranged one may hit her, but that's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
And maybe one small one.
Check. Let's see, if I do that, what am I gonna have everyone else do? Move again on Takumi and he could, like, do something.
I've got this.
So let's still have an agility potion and stuff to make me.
Let's do this.
So I want to slay enemies before I disable their attacks, so I don't shut down the attack of things I can just kill easily anyway.
Maybe you can...
Say when.
I don't know.
I get to move again.
Go with
1,
what you're planning.
3, 4, 5, 6. Quite reach that's the problem. Him.
Move again cures fatigue as well.
Yes.
Do we have another agility potion available?
My turn.
Yes, as I should.
Okay, good. Then we can do that.
This should do it. I've got this.
Go over here. Kill that. Go further and start killing everything around there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
There. All right. Let's do this.
So if I go here, this. This right. Yeah. I like to get mine.
I've got
I
this.
can get this one, which is the one that matters. I also put the boss if I wanted to.
Yeah, and you can have Yugama move to, like, the right side,
Go.
and then to the left after the left side's enemies moves down.
Say that one more time.
Okay. Do what you were going to do with Takumi, right? After you do that, you can have Yugama move to the right side and kill the other two small ones that are down there.
Time for me to move.
To the right. Yeah. Right. Right, not left. Yes,
Like that.
those are closer. And then, after
Like,
you,
better to kill these first, and then he turns and throws the reduce attack things that this thing won't do much damage to us on its turn as well as when we hit it, so it can
right,
better
you can
attack
do that.
Let's
Yeah,
get to the killing.
that.
That's where I think. So go take out those things first, so they're not here.
Yes.
I'm good to go.
Then how much MP can I get with that? Get one minute there, and this.
I'd say the one that's closer,
So that one right
because
here.
that one in the back has to move around the other one.
This'll stop them in their tracks. My turn.
I'll go over here and do this. Then we'll
That's it.
call it a turn.
Damn it.
Yes. So,
Yeah,
am I bleeding
we're
or
good.
something? I don't know. I have some sort of status effect.
I'm spent. I'm bursting with power.
Low mobility
just
and
need
bleed.
low mobility. We're right at the boss. We don't. She's still stunned.
We
so she
will
can-
be more than fine.
Let's see, 4 turns. I can
Good to
do
go.
4 damage.
Let's do this.
5 a potion. I can do 20 damage. It's not within killing range yet.
Let's get to the
We'll
killing.
get enough voltage to move again twice, Maya,
Yes.
if we just go all out. So 6 times, not 5.
Well, I was saying 4, but so 6 times 5, which would be.
It'll be enough.
It'll be 30. 30.
Oh? Really?
I think so.
Say when.
Special attack is
Oh,
16,
oh.
though.
Oh, definitely not.
So let me think. If I attack 5 times with 5, that'd bring it to 20 damage, 20 HP left.
Let's go.
Then I could do this, it's still 4 HP. So
And
again,
then
I don't think
Kyugamu can
range
use...
just yet. Yes, but he'll be using... If I make him move, he'll be using one of the AP that we need to get it to that point. So I think we can kill next turn for sure, not this one.
Okay, then just clear the small enemies and save your AP.
Time for me to move.
Right.
Yeah.
How about this? I can't
I won't
wait.
even leave that other one because I can just lower its attack like that. Which we want to do
Right.
anyway.
Let's see how
That
they
would be
like
better.
this.
And now you say wait a turn.
Right.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, now... 6
Well then.
times 5 is 30. Should we bring it down to 15 and then we have a special attack? So yeah, we got this now.
Let's do this.
Now just to double check, when I attack like this, it doesn't get to counter
Attack potion.
Yep, attack push. That was even
Say
cut.
when.
Yes.
Time to
attack
use
push.
it. My turn.
Now, this shouldn't counterattack, because it only seems to counterattack very close. Unless it just
Right.
decides to punch Yakugamu in one out.
Take that.
Okay, it does not.
Let's go.
Just keep stabbing it over and over from out of its range.
Take this. Ready when you are. That's it. Let's go.
We line? What? Come on, we had that. Don't be like it's nice somebody came and saved you. It's like, no, we got this.
Yeah.
It's no use. He's too strong.
He's too strong. No, he wasn't.
He was certainly not. He was doing nothing to us.
Right.
Darmy was unconscious the entire battle.
Indeed.
Yukabu can just make it do no damage and we can kill everything. So together our team alone is too powerful.
I agree.
He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two is not going to make any difference.
Ah.
For the love of measure, if he's going to kill us anyway, you could at least go all out too. Half-assing it makes the whole thing feel cheap. This is why I hate fighting invaders.
Give up. There has to be something we can do. Like, finish our turn. Nah, dude, we're
Right.
done. Let's charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. I always wanted to go out like a bunch of dirty fireworks. You know. We're all out of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when it seemed all hope was lost.
Take my cryptoglobin.
I don't need to.
No.
We already are winning. This is
Literally
the
don't do
silliest
that.
thing ever if it makes me do it. When we literally had him dead.
I think I want to stop playing if that actually happens.
Because that is the dumbest thing ever. We were winning.
Give us a fucking choice at least. We will beat this bitch.
Like, just let me take 3 more turns. I had it.
Right.
3 more AP. We had plenty, and we kill him like even more over. I was gonna have like hundreds of AP, hundreds of voltage to spare even. I heard Hiriko's voice, faint and weak, but still determined, on my comm channel. Hiriko, I thought you'd passed out.
Never mind that. Just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way.
It is not. Absorb your cryptoglobin. What are you talking?
This conversation's fucking stupid. Am I not clear enough? I want you to kill me. If I'm going to die anyway, you may as well take my power and save yourselves.
But you're my friend. I could never kill you.
I may die, but you'll still have hope. You'll still have the spare suit. Use it to figure out the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive.
You can't be serious. There's no way I can do this.
I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. No.
No. Just no.
I'm not even sad. I'm just annoyed. This is so dumb. Rumi.
It's not even it. Oh my goodness. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Are you fucking kidding
Darby
me?
had thrust a knife right into Hiriko's back.
Mistress Hiriko! Mistress Hiriko! Your power flowing into me! I can feel you inside me! Ah!
Oh my goodness. I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Darby absorbed more and more of her blood, Hiriko's body began to shrivel and dry up. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Never felt this kind of energy before. I'm in the zone now.
Rumi is my least favorite character now. Fuck you, bitch.
I feel like I could fly, like I could do anything. Yahoo! Darby
God
threw
damn
back her head and let out a crazed cry of elation, totally at odds with what had just happened.
I want to absorb her cryptic open now.
Don't you realize what you've done, Dar? You just killed Hiriko.
How do you say that word?
Recriminations.
Save the recriminations. Recriminations for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through.
But Hiriko is...
The Rumi's overflowing with power right now. She might actually be able to defeat that commander.
I was already defeating the commander.
We were fucking fine. Damn it.
Yugama was
God.
right. Darumi was stronger than ever. Is she actually stronger, or just like... She rushed around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons in every direction, even charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear. No one can stop me now. The time we were able to take stock of our surroundings. We realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave?
Yeah, seems that way.
I mean, he was clearly losing. He ran the duck out of there.
Right.
Everyone maybe on this side may be crazy and thought we were losing, but he knew that he was the one losing, so he ran away.
Indeed.
Have we really won? Somehow it didn't feel real.
Relax, he's gone. I don't sense any trace of his presence anymore. Also, the thing Hiriko gave her life to get us is still here, and it's still intact.
Won't the bees just see us holding that, though? Yugamu
Maybe.
held up the suitcase Hiriko had brought from school. It most likely had the spare of the sponsor's suit inside it.
We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this is a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it.
Yugamu's gaze wandered to Hiriko's body. It was bad enough that she sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darumi out. Then her cryptoglobin was absorbed by the very person whose life she saved. As for Darumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. I could only imagine how she felt having just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her. But before I could say, I mean, do sisters treat each other like dogs? I don't know. I could say...
Absolutely not. This is like the situation in Sailor Moon, where they were like, oh no, they're cousins. Because in like America and stuff, they weren't like accepting of lesbians. So what happened was the English dub changed it to so that
Cousins,
these two
yes.
characters were cousins. And they were kissing. Like, oh, no, they don't do that. Like, this may be America, but get Alabama's stuff out of here. Come on.
Which would still make them lesbians. But anyway. Now they're just incest lesbians. But anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Darumi. Her eyes rolled back in her head and she fell to the ground.
I was mid taking a drink of something. What horrible timing. Looks like she fully ran out of steam. You'll have to carry her for now, Takumi. I'll dig a grave for Hiroko. Here's as good a resting place for her as any.
Yugamo began digging with an old piece of wood, and when the hole was big enough, gently lowered Hiroko's body into the ground.
Hiroko,
Same great.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
Wow. Okay, sure. Whatever.
But I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use the suit you worked so hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weakness, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
Even though we don't have anybody to control Durarani now, because... Yeah. We returned to the school determined to carry on what Hiroko had started, Unfortunately...
We need to kill Darumi now.
She's the final boss of this run.
Yeah. I have no idea where to even start with tech this weird.
Yugamo and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable technology or whatever it was that made the suit tick. Analyzing how it worked and how to get past its defenses were going to be hard, if not impossible.
Well, it's a protective suit made out of some kind of specialized material. That's about all I can say.
I will say, as far as balancing in this game, I feel like they underestimated small groups and overestimated large groups. Because the battles where you have everybody are always the hardest ones, because they think you have more people, so you're stronger. But you only have so much AP anyway, so it doesn't... I mean, other than everybody just self-destructing, you don't get too much of an advantage from having more people. So I think they really thought this would be a hard fight, but it was not a hard fight.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't even need Darumi. I could have just had Takumi and Yugamo could totally take out that boss all by themselves.
Yeah. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't figure anything else out either. How can something this flimsy block our attacks so completely? Worked so hard to get it. Just feels like such a waste. They're invincible not because of the suit, I guess.
Hey!
Darn it, if only we had someone with actual engineering knowledge on our side. Now we gotta get Tsubasa now.
It's almost as if we have that.
Yeah, as if in an answer to my exasperated cry.
Ah.
Someone's here at this hour? I don't think it's the sponsor, do you?
It's not totally out of the question. I might have realized we got our hands on the suit just like theirs.
The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. If I was going to die anyway, I might as well put up a fight here now. Took a deep breath and opened the door. How did you know we needed you? Tsubasa.
Yeah.
I definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Since this game began, everyone except Yugamo and Hiroko had been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she might start to cry at any moment. Hey, what's wrong?
Howdy, Tsubasa. You're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is something bothering you? We'd be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though.
Yugamo's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
And all of a sudden, she burst into tears. Calm down, Tsubasa. What's this all about? What are you apologizing for? Is it because you didn't let me join your team? You don't have to worry about that. I'm doing fine.
No, that's not it. I was there, Takumi. When Hiroko was fighting that commander, I was watching the whole time.
Huh? Tsubasa was there too?
I wanted to help. If I'd activated my Hemo Anima, I could have used my car to get Hideko and Darumi out of there and bring them back to the school. But I was so scared I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what I should do...
That enemy commander just looks a lot scarier than it is.
Oh, so scary, even though we are about to fucking destroy them. It pisses me off. That's so dumb. Whatever, ass pool game. Hideko got wounded and then she... I'm sorry, Hideko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. I know apologizing won't fix this, but...
It's fine, Hirako is the hero we needed, but we don't deserve.
Right.
I had no idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say would take away that pain. But before I could even try...
You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't going to cut it.
Kagama got there first, speaking in a harsh tone I hadn't heard him use before.
You didn't save Hiroko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. That's not the kind of crime you can just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder. At least he still has a shred of human decency in him. There's more than I can say for you.
Mama, I know you're mad, but that's going too far. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you making it worse.
No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I always just go with the crowd. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when I decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. I never stand up and make important decisions for myself. And just now, Hideko is dead because of me. Zarumi's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all of this from happening.
Wow, she really did see everything. She's probably still in shock.
I'm a terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friends' lives with such little respect. It's so disgusting, it makes me want to puke.
Please don't puke in my room.
Blech.
Tsubasa didn't stop at dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor. You're still streaming down her face.
Oh god. Ew. Please, clean it up.
Step 1, clean up my room. Step 2, you're gonna look at the suit.
You're right. You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in front of that commander to try to save Hideko. I can't believe I've been so awful to you this whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Takumi, for everything.
I'd be lying if I said I was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and call it all water under the bridge. But I wasn't going to hold anything against her, not when she was already suffering this much. And she vomited in my room. Just the thought that I was still capable of some kind of compassion was a comfort in itself.
Mainly the vomit part.
Yes. Please clean it up.
Yes. There's like that powder that tries vomit. I saw it a lot in elementary school whenever people got sick.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know what it's called, but it was interesting because they drop the stuff on it. It dry up completely, and they just sweep it in. It was kind of cool, actually, even though it was gross.
I remember in
Anyway.
university, I vomited once during class. And nobody noticed, so I had to go to the teacher and tell them about it. But anyway,
Oh,
Professor, rather. But yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Were you okay?
I can't remember. I think so. I'm
Well,
still
I mean,
alive to
you're
this
fine
day.
now. Yeah. Well, interesting. I remember one time in elementary school, sorry to get sidetracked, just one more story. It was kindergarten. I remember we were all like sitting down and reading a book. And my teacher, she was like reading to everyone, and I was like, hey, look, I need to go to the bathroom like immediately. I'm going to throw up. And she's like, no, I don't, you just sit down. You're not, you're lying. So what happened was I stood up, went to the trash can, vomited everywhere, and I ended up going home. So anyway. So yeah, you can cry all you want. It's not going to erase what you did. The world wouldn't need the police if atonement was that easy.
What's with you today, Yugama? Tsubasa's made some mistakes, but you don't need to be so hard on her.
Tsubasa, if you really want to make up for letting Hiroko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
Save lives, but how do I...
Oh.
Just a suggestion. But how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working on something that could save everyone. And we just so happen to need somebody with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carrying on Hiroko's legacy, too. This is what she gave her life for.
Oh.
Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us?
Tsubasa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there, staring at her feet. Then she nodded as if she'd come to an important decision.
Okay. I don't know what you guys are up to, but if it can save everyone, I'm in. So, what do you want me to do?
When Tsubasa said that, Yugamu turned to me and winked.
Huh?
Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse, so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to atone. Can't say I like that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get.
Wow. That's so messed up.
Here's how it is, Tsubasa. And then she cleaned up my floor while we were talking. I told Tsubasa all about our secret plans. How we'd formed an alliance to take down the sponsor and end this game. And how, thanks to Hiroko, we now had a spare of the kind of suit the sponsor wore.
A spare suit? Whoa, awesome! It's the real thing. I see. Hiroko risked everything to get us this.
Huh?
Yeah, but this stuff isn't really our area. We've got no idea what we're supposed to do with it to learn anything useful.
Ah.
What do you think, Tsubasa? Do you need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop.
Ah.
We don't want anyone to find out we've got this, though. Somewhere we can investigate without being seen, huh? I might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that knows about it.
We just casually found a secret lab.
Okay, sure. When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off.
It's
I
that
don't think it
crazy.
will. You'll understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there now. Follow me.
Clean my floor. We gathered at the suit in front of my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab.
Clean my floor. Damn it. It's dirty.
Oh, is that place in the back here? The other timeline.
Oh yeah, this. Right.
I know you arrived the raised stage area in the gym. Why are you the only one that knows about this time?
Ah.
I see. Anyway, this is your secret lab. I guess people don't come here all that often. Back up, guys. You're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge for a sec.
Huh?
Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage, then knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. All at once, the board came loose, and then...
Ah.
a hole. Peeling back that one board, that someone made a huge hole appear in the stage.
I love that noise.
Yeah.
I happened to find a map of this room when I was fixing the corpse recovery drone program using the war room computer. Sorry to have kept it a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this I could have all to myself.
Oh.
No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying of being overheard. I'm gonna warn you. Try not to be too shocked by what you see in there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there.
Shocked scream? What in the world is in this lab?
I don't know if I can explain it all that well. It'll be easier to show you.
It's just a rocket though, right? That's nothing too weird.
Right. There's a ladder leading down. Come on, before anyone sees.
Sure. We followed Tsubasa down the ladder and into the secret basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never have imagined. I mean, you saw it come out of the ground, you know it's down here. I had to hold myself back from letting out a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the lab was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod. I'd seen it before, of course, at the end of my first 100 days here, but I never expected to see it here like this.
Yeah, I was shocked when I first saw it too. I knew it must be the pod you told us about. This place is probably designed to store it safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you can get it working now? I thought of that, but it's no good. It's locked up tight and there's no way to get in. We could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door.
We must have security measures to stop anyone using it before day 100. That's the only time we're allowed to leave this. Well, we can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate on the suit.
Huh?
Do you need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go get it for you.
No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started.
I looked around the lab. It was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment. Probably stuff Tsubasa had brought in already. Well, there were also lots of weapons for some reason.
Oh my god.
Can we just use some of those?
Yeah, please.
Like, I mean, sure, we'll use our main weapons mostly, but, like, sometimes we just want to hit an enemy that's really far away and we can't move because of fatigue. Why don't we just, like, pull out a pistol and go...
Yeah, a grenade? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, those could be useful.
And then an AK. Like, it's just... I figured I'd make those and keep them here for emergencies. Just in case we ever need to hold up in here.
So you made those guns yourself?
That's crazy.
She is so good at stuff.
Now, this brings into question her grandfather. What was your grandfather up to?
Teach her how to make guns and how to hole up for it. When that's the end times and the government comes for you, you gotta be able to hide out.
Oh my gosh. Dale Gribble from Hinkle. Not Hinkle, King of the Hill. That's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've stuck some food supplies in too. Help yourself as you get hungry. It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make a perfect HQ for the Anti-Sponsor Alliance.
Oh.
So, how are you going to investigate this suit's capabilities? You got any experiments in mind? You basically want to know how to break through this suit's defenses, right? The fastest way to figure out that is to try out a bunch of stress tests and see how it holds up. By testing its resistance to stretching pressure elastic and plastic deformation, we can start getting a better idea of its fracture toughness.
Deformation, fracture. Some of those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. Figuring out the suit's weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking the sponsor down. I spent the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit any way we could. Day 31. The next morning. Let me save that each day. I made my way to the leisure lounge where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Takumi Sumina. What are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I wanted to see you anyway. Do you have time to talk? Hardly a respectful attitude to take towards someone in my position. But I'll allow it. You are one of my most accomplished hunters, after all. Hunter? Me? No need to be modest. Just take a look. The results speak for themselves. The sponsor gestured to one of their bees and brought up a display of the leaderboard.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly.
Oh my goodness. I'm doing pretty well.
Now that, Hirako's out of the question for a second.
Loco fell off.
Apparently.
Yeah, Just looking to see if anybody's in weird locations, but it seems about the same other than that.
The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I'd made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. Hirako had been at number 1 all this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You've made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. Reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to bend the rules. Actually helps a lot, because what I want is a duel to the death. Maybe wait until you know they can be killed, but I'm going to fight you and I'm going to win, and then I'm ending this stupid game of yours once and for all. So it's come to this. Very well, activate your class armor and hemo anima. Attack me all you want. Your sword is no more threat to me than a blade of grass. The sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. Wait, do we know how to kill them now?
Maybe?
Is that why we're so confident? They stood there radiating absolute confidence, knowing that nothing I could do would hurt them. Nice of you to be so laid back about it, but I won't be attacking with my sword. I'll be using this crossbow. I brought out a crossbow Boss had made with a gift-o-matic. Normally, using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like the sponsor. But fool, what are you thinking, turning something like that on me? Such insolence will not stand. A hunter should use hemo anima. Just like that, the sponsor's confident demeanor vanished. They began to panic. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. We'd performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare last night. We discovered something very interesting.
I knew it. The suit isn't actually all that strong. It'll distort from just a little force. And it's not that much tougher than a regular protective suit.
Is it just like resistant to hemo anima, so whenever we attacked with hemo anima weapons it did nothing, but if we just actually just threw a regular knife at him, he would die?
That's exactly what I was thinking. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily.
It doesn't make sense, though. The suit is that weak. Why don't any of our attacks work on it?
Is the spare one a fake, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsor's one? No, it's a real thing. The material is the same as what the sponsor wears anyway.
So why is this one so much weaker?
I think it's not so much weak as built for purpose.
What do you mean?
Ever since I saw the suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear. So, what's it supposed to protect its wearer from? Not sure I follow. Workers at nuclear power plants wear suits to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters have one that protects against high temperatures, and drivers have ones for water pressure. Protective suits are made with specific hazards in mind. Stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. They're not a lot used outside of these scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin. I think it's the same with this suit. It's designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else.
Protective gear for a specific threat. So what you're saying is if I just like pulled out a regular knife and stabbed this guy, we could have like nobody would have had to die.
Yeah, prison shank him.
And this is why I should have one of those other guns, because if somebody shows up, I can just like blast them. I desperately tried to think over what Tsubasa had said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was the suit built for? That was obvious enough to protect the sponsor from our attacks. The first time we fought them, we'd attacked with every bit of hemo-anima we could muster. But at the end of our assault, the sponsor was still standing without having taken the slightest bit of damage. It was like our attacks, our hemo-anima had no effect at all. And then it hit me like a bolt from the blue. I knew what this suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. Of course, this suit is... That suit is designed to repel any and all hemo-anima attacks. The trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I am invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. The sponsor's voice was calm. They were clearly shaken. I had no doubt you were right about this.
Hey!
I only wish I'd noticed it sooner. The suit only blocked hemo-anima attacks, but not physical ones. It was such a simple weakness, but I could see why I hadn't thought of it until now. Our first encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked him with everything we had, our very strongest attacks, and not one of them had worked. This person is invincible. It's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted into our heads that day. After sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do what the sponsor said. But now we know the truth. Once a trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. Warning you, Takumi, stand down now, and we can forget this ever happened. This is for my friends. I pulled the trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. How did you fire multiple arrows from a crossbow that doesn't seem to have any sort of ammo thing on it?
Right.
Anyway.
Oh well.
Only one of them hit anyway, so it's fine. They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. There was no hiding it now. My attack had clearly done some damage. There were holes in the suits now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent after.
We did it! Did you see, Hiruko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Not bad, Takumi Sumino. I'll confess, I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks, it's an honor, but it's your death I want, not compliments. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. The game has only just begun. And you're forgetting something, Takumi. This suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. The bees! I still have. I heard a familiar cacophony of buzzing and beating wings as the bees flew down from the ceiling. Well, apparently they're actually weak, so are they hemo-anima proof too? Maybe I could just kill them without, I don't know. They sounded angry. I'd broken a rule after all. I'd injured the sponsor.
Yeah.
My suit may not be an immovable object, but my bees are as unstoppable a force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Do you think you can defend against this? No, there's nothing I can do about your bees. If they attack now, I'd be riddled with holes and have every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attacked me, that is. Oh my goodness.
That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully.
But against someone with the proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. What? Who are you? Why do you have that suit?
It's me, Yugamu Makage. Guess you can't tell because of the voice, huh?
Apparently, the voice changer came as standard with these suits. This one distorted Yugamu's voice to sound just like the sponsors.
We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. Seemed like this was the best way to stop me from getting turned into pincushion.
These stingers were powerful, that much was true, but that was because they'd been augmented with hemo anima. Now we have an hemo anima-proof suit.
Yep. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place. If you look at them wrong, the stinger comes off without much effort as well.
Oh.
It's as fragile as life itself.
They can't be so weak. Those bees killed Carrara like it was nothing.
Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural. In other words, hemo anima.
The suits repelled any and all hemo anima attacks. With Yugamu wearing one, the bees were no threat at all.
You and that suit have given us a lot of trouble. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around comes around.
Insolence. This will not stand. Don't you realize who I am? I am the one who spreads death across the planet. The all-seeing, all-knowing Game Master.
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut you off there. We really don't have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go.
Right. We both started running. I ran for the door while Yugamu charged right toward the sponsor. The bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but all in vain. Yugamu swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. That suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugamu reached the sponsor. And then he opened his clenched fingers to reveal he was holding something.
All it takes is one little hole to render a protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open a hole in the sponsor's suit.
I guess we're being the sponsor. It's happening.
Right.
I thought this would take way longer to do, but...
Indeed. Any of these ranged weapons should be enough to do that.
Right, if the suit is weak against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman, though. I'm probably more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. I mean, are crossbows really easier than a gun? I mean, sure, it's not loud, but, like, you still aim and shoot. I feel like the gun would be easier than the crossbow, but whatever.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's heavier and... I don't know. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptogloban attacks anymore. That's where this comes in.
Imagine if he did just pull out a gun and shoot him. It's like, no, I'll duel you with this. Pull out a gun and shoot him in the face. He dies.
This is what I like to call a desert eagle.
Yeah.
Stuff this bomb into the hole, and the sponsor will get burned to a crisp.
Spotsa held up a tiny mechanical sphere.
This baby's filled with undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgraded version of the one used on Veshness. But I can only make one, so we only get one shot on this.
One of these bombs could destroy Vexness. They could destroy anyone. Is she actually gone, though? That included the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan. All that was left was to assign roles and iron out the details. Tsubasa would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside the leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. I'd use the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit. And Yugamu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, actually detonating the bomb. Sure about this, Yugamu? You'll have to get really close to the sponsor to put the bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything goes wrong, you'll be left wide open.
Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming stuff into holes that look like they'd be too small to fit.
I'm trying to be serious here.
Yes.
I'm going to have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand.
You got me. Buddy. Jokes for another time, probably. Sure thing, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking it to me if you prefer. You know me, I swing both ways.
Stay on topic, please. In spite of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugami was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life killing the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
I like Yugami when Kiriko.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It's wild.
Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Undaunted, Yugami grabbed a hold of the sponsor. He slipped the miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then... one little hit, and the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. And did we have to kill him this way? Because, I mean, now he's gonna burn, and we don't get to know who he is.
Right.
The tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burned away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow, choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life for as long as they could. But finally, they let out one last unnatural, almost inhuman scream. The flames still licking at their body, they collapsed onto the floor. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge, and we stood there with Yugami, watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off them in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to this spot. We had to be sure. We needed to see this person die.
They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah, no one can possibly survive that.
Then we really won. We won. The moment I said the words, it suddenly felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invincible sponsor and ended the invader hunt.
Yo, what the hell is all this in here?
We heard a weird voice shouting "Yee" or something. It sounded like nails in a chalkboard. There was an explosion, too. The others all came running in. The sponsor's death cries must have echoed all throughout the school. Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing? Get over here.
That's right. You have to get away from the sponsor.
Oh, of course. With Yugami wearing the suit, they think he's the sponsor.
Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire.
The fire, but it looks like there's a person in there. Vile fiend, did you incinerate one of our friends for your sick entertainment? This has got far enough. It is time for the holy Jumanji sword to cut you down.
Wait, Kyoshika. I don't think that's a sponsor. It's Yugamu.
Now that you mention it, he does sound like... What's the deal? What's going on here? Yugamu's the sponsor, and the sponsor's Yugamu. Then who the heck am I?
Oh my god. Takumi, Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. If that's Yugama in the suit, where did the real sponsor go?
Just stay calm, okay? I'll explain everything. Can't help but notice that Darumi is not here. She will be the final boss.
Yeah, definitely.
I took everyone through what our team had been doing, starting with me, Yugamu, and Hiriko forming our secret alliance, and how Hiriko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. That first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hiriko's life. Then Tsubasa had joined the alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put this plan into action.
Hey Maya,
Yeah,
can you pause the recording real quick?
I will pause. So you see, we don't have to worry about scores or executions anymore. It's over. We won. Thought they'd all be happy to hear about this. We just freed them from the life and death struggle we've been in since this game began, after all. What's the matter, guys? Is it really over, though?
Yeah!
The sponsor was so strong before, it's hard to believe you killed him just like that. Right, we didn't see it happen for ourselves. You don't think we're lying to you, do you?
Really? I hate all of you. You're like, if I don't see it, I don't believe it. I need to see it with my own eyes, otherwise everything I see is a fucking lie. I hate you all. No, that's not it. It's just...
It's more like all this is happening so fast. When you weren't there for so much of it, it doesn't feel real, you know? I was the one who was supposed to avenge Lady Carrara. Wow, this is not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not asking for a victory party or anything, but you can at least relax now. The sponsor's gone.
Well, this is a real mood killer. You guys are really going to need some time, huh? Let's call it here for the day. We can always accept your praise and adulation later.
With things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams, we went our separate ways, and I returned to my room. Which I assume we cleaned up the floor, obviously. Don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
Putting it out of my mind.
Fine.
Ready for... Prepare to spend another day.
The stress and worry of having vomit on the floor.
It's finally gone. The morning announcement played just as I got back to my room. Yeah, I guess I should get some rest. I mumbled to myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment my head hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside me. We did it, Hiriko. We defeated the sponsor. All thanks to you. My grief from losing Hiriko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. The others would come around, they just needed time to process it. No more turning against each other, no more killing game. We could finally be a real team again, maybe even friends. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. From here on, we'd all live a fun, peaceful life. That was how I wanted the rest of our 100 days here to go. Just like the better times we had last time. You know, maybe we could hold another barbecue party, and then Ito won't drug us during this one. Or a festival where Ito may have also drugged us during that one.
He did.
Or we just got tired, I don't know. Maybe we could all go to the beach together. That would be a nice change of pace. Still imagining all the different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. But then my doorbell started ringing. A visitor at this hour? I really don't feel like getting out of bed right now. Well, I mean, you were sleeping in the day, so was it even that late? I decided to pretend I hadn't heard. Whoever it was, and whatever they wanted, it would wait. My dreams were calling me.
Oh boy.
Alright, I'm coming. Then Darwin stabs us. I dragged my tired body out of bed and stumbled over to the door. I opened it and... Oh no, he's good. You got me, what are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can't we do it tomorrow?
Sorry, Takumi. I think it might be a little too soon for us to be celebrating.
Huh? What does that mean? The sponsor's dead. We made sure of that. 3 of us had stood and watched as the master of the killing game burned away to ashes. And maybe they could get resurrected by the machine, too.
They did absorb Kurata's cryptical button.
Yeah, that's true. There was absolutely no way they could still be alive.
The sponsor's dead, all right. But the bees are a different story. While we were fixated on watching the sponsors die, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking around the school and somewhere.
Now the sponsor's not here to control them anymore. Wouldn't they just leave?
The thing about bees is, they don't like to change their habitats all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so that they don't start building nests and breeding.
Great, so now we're exterminators. I wish I could put off the job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of those bees. Alright, I guess we should go look for them. How are we going to do this?
I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms of the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the thinnest hint of buzzing, get out of there and come find me. I'll put on the suit and take him out.
Nagamo still had the protective suit Hiriko had gotten for us. At least with that around, there was no danger of the hemoanima augmented insects killing us. With that, Yugamo and I set out to check the campus for bees. I shouldn't just wander around at random. I'll see if everyone's okay and ask if they've seen anything first. Okay, so only basically head on up. So, first, let's go to you, because you hate bees, so I'll get you over with.
How long have we been recording for?
Oh, it is an hour and 5 minutes. You want to stop here?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how much he hates us this time. Okay, everyone. If you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
So long. Farewell.
Bye, Anara.